Hello, everyone. It is extremely cold in this garage. My wife is about to head out in a few minutes. I'm about to head out in about an hour. Allow me to introduce my 2015 Model S Tesla, and it will be 10 years in September that I own this car. You to introduce the newest car in the family is my wife's Model Y 2024, and we are enjoying her car, and we're also enjoying both of our cars, which is really cool. If you have an EV and you're charging your house, that's fine. If you have multiple EVs and you are trying to charge them in your house, be very aware that EVs in your house will be charging at 40 amps, okay? So if you have a small home and you buy a wall charger, you're using, let's just say you bought two EVs and you're using this wall charger, no problem. You can, when this gets full, then you can unhook it and then you can plug it into that one and then you can, charge. But if you want to have a little bit of convenience in charging both of them, I strongly recommend that you get the Tesla version 3 wall charger. First reason is these two wall connectors talk to each other. Now, back in 2015, when I first bought my Tesla, this car here, I had a black version 1 and it charged at 40 amps. Let's just fast forward to today. My wife gets her car. I have that wall charger over there, and let's just pretend that wall charger over there is black, right? If both of them are running, that will be using 40 amps. This will be using 40 amps. And oh, by the way, since it's cold, my two air conditioner units, my heater units are one upstairs for the bedroom, and then we have one for the main floor in the basement. Those two are also charging at 40 amps. Then if my wife wants to cook something with using the stove, that's 40 amps. If she wants to wash some clothes using the dryer, that's 40 amps. And I can tell you right now, ladies and gentlemen, that's pushing it kind of close. Because if you're running your all of your electricity on 40 amps, might be, I don't know, you might be pushing your panel, okay? So the second reason why you want to get something like this is not only does the Tesla version wall charger version 3 talks to each other, but they also communicate with your panel on what's going on in your house. So if you are using the stove, if you are using the two AC units, if you're using your dryer and you're trying to charge these cars, believe it or not, these cars won't get to 40 amps if all that stuff is going on. If you want to get something like this, that's fine. In today's political world, I truly understand it. I work at the United States Capitol, so that's all I'm going to say on that behalf. But again, safety first, safety first. If you want to charge your two cars at the same time, best believe that these two wall connectors will talk to each other and also communicate through your home to see how much amperage you are using. Well, when we got this one installed, the electrician ran a wire right up here. He went in the crawl space. He dropped the wire where you can see it down there. And then he connected both of them together. So they are sharing shared voltage. That's awesome. I just got back from a trip. I have 166 miles. 169 miles, and I want to charge my car up to at least 90% because my car is old. So that's about 210 miles on the meter. My wife just got home and she needs to charge as well. So we're going to charge both cars at the same time, and these two wall connectors will talk. All right, so I'm going to just hit this button, pops that open, and it will begin to charge with a click. See? And then we're going to charge my wife's car. I will drag this around right up here, open it, and you get a softer click, like click. See? All right, so both vehicles are charging. Which one should we look at first? Did I lock my keys in the car? No, I did not. Us old school folks, we still have the key fob for the 2015 Teslas and older. We walk up to it, the door will present itself. That's still kind of a cool feature. Got the Model S here on the bottom. All right, so we are chugging away. Give you a larger screen. There's a, see, max is at 22 amps. 20 amps, and then 22 amps is the max. All right, as we walk up to her car is charging at a very spiffy rate of 20 amps. So there you go. It is splitting charging amongst the two. One last thing I want to show you. I just closed the garage doors because it's getting a little nippy outside. I'm gonna go back to my car, the Tesla. As you can see there, the Tesla T and the Tesla there. All right, so my car is still chugging along, and I will show you what it's doing right now. We have on the meter 20 amps, max 23. Remember, you saw that earlier, it was like max 22 because her car is still plugged up. We're at 174 miles. Still, it would take this car to get to 90%, 2 hours and 30 minutes. Thank God I got a Powerwall. Jesus, it's so slow. 2015, come on, baby. Can we get some upgrades in this car? All right, so my wife's car, you can see, is still plugged in. I'm gonna walk here. Right there, it says 20 amps. But if you look at the wall connector that I'm about to show you, the wall connector has absolutely stopped. You see that purple light there? The wall connector has stopped. But my wall connector is still running. I'm going to take this out. Voila. Okay. I'm going to go to my car, otherwise known as the other car. And you see that it is charging still at 20 amps at this location. Max is now 40 amps because I just unplugged my wife's car, otherwise known as the other car. You see that? So now I can actually step this up if I want. I can step it up. I'm going for the full Monty, baby. Give me 40 amps and call it a day. And when I push 40 amps, and now you can see that it takes 2 hours and 10 minutes and not 2 hours and 35 minutes. Oh, now 2 hours and 5 minutes. Now 2 hours. You see it's adjusting? Now 1 hour and 55 minutes at 40 amps. You see the 40-40. Now let's see what happens if I plug the charger back in the car again. Right? Take the plug, the wall connector, open it. You gotta hit that for some reason. There we go. We're gonna stick it in. It's gonna give the green signal, otherwise known as the Tesla. And you will see that the current charge rate is at 22 amps. 22 amps because I plugged my wife's car in. I cannot increase it. See, I'm tapping. It's not doing anything because it knows not to listen to the human. So again, thank you very, very much, ladies and gentlemen, for wasting a little bit of time checking out this video. Be kind to everyone. Deuces, peace. Cool. And let's get out of here. Cold garage. Bye.